We begin tonight with developing news, and several homes in central Auckland were forced to evacuate tonight after an unexploded mortar shell was discovered in Epsom. Emergency services and the New Zealand Defence Force bomb squad swarmed to the area to assess the risk. For the very latest, let's go straight to Newshub reporter Lauren Hendrickson, who's in Epsom. Lauren, what are police saying?
Well, at around 5:15 this evening, police were alerted to the discovery of an old mortar shell on Pukenui Avenue in Epsom. Multiple streets were cordoned off and nearby residents were asked to evacuate as experts assessed the risk. Now, I spoke with police tonight. They say that the property in question is quite old and that it appears that the shell has been there for quite some time. And while it's not unusual to discover a military device, it is rare to find one in this area. And at this stage, experts have not been able to determine whether or not this shell is live. Have a listen to this.
The NZDF team have been unable to confirm whether the mortar is live or not. So at this stage, overnight, we're going to leave the device in place and make it safe for residents to return to their homes tonight.
Okay, Lauren, you've been speaking with the person who discovered the mortar shell. What did they have to say?
Well, he was actually just doing some gardening at the time when he discovered this shell. He says it was only about 60 centimetres below the surface, and he initially didn't know what it was, and he even held it in his hands before quickly making that discovery and calling 111. Now, him and his partner will not be allowed to return home tonight. Temporary accommodation has been found for them, but their neighbours will. I spoke to a number of residents who were affected on this street. They were forced to evacuate for at least 3 hours. Here was some of their reaction.
Pretty much there's just a bomb threat at the start and they're just going to try to keep everyone safe.
I've just come back and seen all this hair cornered off, which is quite concerning. I haven't seen this before in this area.
It's just not expected. We are very close to the city.
I've never had anything like this happen in our street. So this is very, kind of a little bit exciting actually, a bit of, you know, for a Thursday night.
So as you can see there, Amanda, some mixed reaction for sure. Now, in the past hour, the police cordon has dropped and residents have been allowed to return home, except for, of course, the property in question. But unfortunately, tomorrow morning, affected residents will have to re-evacuate. And the plan is that experts will come in and they will safely dispose of the shell.
Lauren, live in Epsom, thank you so much for the update on this developing story.